This launch week just started. Heading over to Argo. Area 18 is where it's going to be at. Super excited for the Polaris. I have to try to find the flyby that's happening at some point. And then do Ninja's tour after checking out RSI today. Cooldown is a decent amount of time. No, we had to go to Invictus in style. Only thing the 890 is really good for, as of right now at least. Showing up to places in style. They did just put in, oh, there's the lights. They put in these lights just recently. I think it was 323. Right now we're in 323.1. But it makes it a little bit easier to be able to find the hangar locations here at 18. Oh, there it is. Awesome. All these years, different lore up here. That's pretty cool.
And share space with other travelers. Remember, we're all taking this journey together.
Wow. Cool flags up. Javelin, Idris's, Hammerheads, and then the F8s. That looks really cool.
Service and civic pride.
Oh, they got the Naval Oath here. Pretty cool. Closed door up there if they won't let us. This is the Navy's big recruitment tour that they do every year. Going to all the systems. Recruiting people for the Navy and the Army and trying to get people in. But look at that Polaris. It is beautiful. Wow. Looks like that's where the big torpedoes are going to be coming out, right in the front there. A long time in the making. Super excited for this to come out. My naive guess is that it's going to be in the big finale of Invictus. Don't think that's actually going to happen, though. That's just my naive guess. Wow, it is beautiful, though. I think that's where the landing ramp is going to be. We're on this side of the other side. is massive. Wow. It's as gorgeous as I ever wanted it to be. Lars is going to be a really fun ship to go around with, pirate, search and rescues. It's going to be like the whole 9 yards. It's got the hangar up on top. Can't see it, but still not sure what size ships are going to be able to fit in there. Wow. Landing gear is massive on this thing. Makes the constellations that are around it look very small. Wow, that's a great detail went into this ship. They have something like 26 torpedoes they can hold or something like that. A lot. Those are size 10s. Gotta make sure you have the RSI logo on everything. And we have the 4 constellations around it. I believe that one's the Phoenix. The white paint around it. It's the luxury version. There should be a map around here somewhere. Probably walked past it already. Here's a little sign that will tell us all about it, though. It is the constellation of Phoenix. Luxury craft. If you buy it out of the game on RSI website, it also comes with the luxury Ursa. Hangar Bay is one of the smallest, at least height-wise, when it comes to the constellations. Going up. Oh. Luckily that phased through me. Nice little bar area. Do they have the hot tub working yet? Nah, this is gonna be a hot tub in here. Oh no, I just hold some ship components. Some beds. Another room. Oh, and I almost forgot about the back here. There's the Archimedes. Must be the captain's quarters. One more back. There's the Archimedes. Parasite docking is what they call that. All but the Taurus have parasite docking with either the Merlin or the Archimedes. Mostly the Merlins, though. Or ship crew. This table also does not open up, which I think it will at some point. Each one of them has 2 turrets, 1 pilot and 2 co-pilot seats. Sneak on here. There we go. This one must be the Andromeda back there, because that one is the Aquila. With the rounded nose right there. That one must be the Taurus. The cargo variant. Just holds a little bit more cargo in there. Does not have parasite docking, like this one here. This is the Merlin back here. And then it also has a tractor beam instead of a bottom turret. Similar crew quarters, similar cabin, just a little more militaristic versus the luxury. Another table that should be popping up right there. Now this is cargo, and with the Andromeda here, you get a lot more missiles. This is a missile boat. I prefer to put as many Rattler 2s on here as I possibly can. Those things are super fun to shoot and watch people freak out when you shoot 4 and all of a sudden they break into 8 separate little ones for each one, so there's 32 missiles then coming at them, and a little bit of a freak out moment for a lot of people. And then all but the Phoenix have this one, and the Phoenix also does. They have the hatches on the side, which I'm guessing at some point in time the Legionnaire will be able to attach there, and that's how it'll board these ships. Still can't get over how beautiful the Polaris is. And here we have the Taurus. As you can see, no parasite docking. It looks like it is available, but it's really not. Is it the Taurus that has shielding from scanning for pirating?
I wouldn't know.
Well, one of these has. I think it's this room right here that's shielded from scanning, so you can have like your drugs in here. Or no, it's this back one. Yeah, it'd be the back one here.
That's cool.
So
That's cool.
In theory, if you have drugs back here, it shouldn't be caught by the people trying to scan you. In theory. As you can see, a lot less missiles on this one. About half the amount. This one is just the cargo variant. Like I said before, it has... everything is pretty much very, very similar, just... that turret here is just a tractor beam, and then you have the regular turret up top. And just more cargo. And no Merlin on the back. That is the Aquila. It is the exploration variant of the the Constellation series. It also comes with a Merlin parasite docked, and you can take that off, you know, fly around, and then you have to target the ship, and then request docking, and then the pilot of the Aquila would have to accept your docking for you to be able to get back on and attach again. A little bit smaller cargo than the Taurus, as you can see, because with half the amount of missiles as the Andromeda. Just with here. and I guess it's more of a green tone. And then the front screen here, that's the biggest difference, is this is rounded, whereas all the other ones are more angular, as you can see from the Phoenix right there. Notoriously bad vision in the whole Constellation series. This one's a little bit better, but not much. 2 regular turrets. Otherwise, everything's pretty much the same. You gotta love it when it opens up before you're ready to go down. Here's one of those maps. Yeah, does it say where we are? No, it doesn't. Like over here. I want to be able to buy this clothing here, because I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Right? Maybe in different colors too. RSI Aurora LN. This is the more upgunned version of the startered Aurora. This was my first starter ship. Not the LN, just the Aurora in itself. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when I first started playing the game. Here we have the Mantis interdiction ship. So it pulls people out of quantum, and it can prevent people from going into quantum. This is what you get scanned by when you go to like anywhere near a planet or armistice zone. Comes with a bed, and then just single seat for the pilot. Now the Ursa lineup. Adding in a new one this year. Ursa Medivac. Which I am going to rent one of these. Oh, it's not letting me. I think I rented it now. But it looks very similar to the Pisces Rescue. Just a little bit more compact.
Hmm.
No spot for medical guns, things like that is what it looks like. Much like a little pistol-sized things, maybe. Tier 3
The top
bed.
ones are for multi-tools and med guns.
Okay, I didn't know if
The
these were all
top
individual
2
little ones
slots.
too.
No, I think those are for longer rifles.
It could be.
But you'd probably, because it's multiple clips, you'd probably be able to store a bunch of small guns or like 2 big rifles or something.
Maybe we'll have to check that out later. Tier 3 bed. Place for the doctor. Got nowadays.
Still can't treat patients, but that's all good.
You can regen. Start regenning inside of these vehicles. Now, they did just put out in their Star Citizen Live that it's like distance based for the tier 3 beds. It also could be for the ones up as well. It's just they made a point of saying it for the tier 3. Like you'd have to have this like outside of the bunker in order to be able to revive at it. You couldn't like leave this on a ship somewhere. But I want to know if, let's just say, you put this in the back of a Drake Corsair. The Corsair blows up, but this doesn't. Do you respawn in space in an Ursa?
I'd say so.
That'd be an interesting thing.
I don't even think they take into account that it's on another ship. I think they just do the check for distance from the medbed and then spawn you.
I would think so as well. Now that it all has to have this survive, which is questionable as is, but
Because knowing Star Citizen, they'd want to do as little checks as possible when a
yeah.
player's trying to respawn, because it would slow them down.
Mm-hmm. Here is the luxury version. So you can ride around in style, if you so choose, with your Phoenix. And that must be for 2 long rifles. And up top for the 2 smalls.
Mm.
And the standard Ursa that everybody knows and loves. Guns here, more guns here. Holds a few more people. And they all come with a turret on top, which is the 2 size 2s, I believe. Oh, and they also reworked the door. So now it folds down all the way rather than the split in half like the original Ursa here. To make it a little bit more gradual and a little bit easier for like a gurney to bring somebody up. Rather than more of a sharp angle like this one. And this one doesn't even come with a back door. So you said that you believe that they're going to have wheelchairs more available?
Oh yeah, no, you say they made the ramp more gradual for gurneys, like they're not going to be adding wheelchairs into the verse with disabled and elderly that you've got to accept contracts from, help them go to the bathroom and such.
That'd be some interesting gameplay. I don't know if I've heard of Star Citizen going that way before. A little bit of lag. And it looks like, oh, there's actually a button now.
Of course you haven't heard of it. I haven't even been hired yet.
But there's a button now on the back of at least that or so. Let's see if they redid this one a little bit. And they did. Now there's a button instead of just looking at the door.
That's good.
It feels more like immersive that way, rather than I'm gonna stare at this door and click a button.
Yeah.
Alright, now we have the 2 Scorpiuses. One is the Antares, which is that one right there, and then that's just the base version. Base version has an extra turret on top with 4 size 3s. And then the Antares here is another interdiction ship that can keep people from going into Quantum. Do you know if it stops people that are in like Quantum, like it pulls them out? I don't think it does.
What, interdiction?
Yeah, the Antares pull people out of Quantum?
I've never seen one in person. I've only seen them on the wiki. I was like, oh, there's another Scorpius variant? So no Misgraptor.
No, Miscrafter was not a real thing. Yeah, we're gonna
CAG does not meet my demands. Bad things will happen.
Yeah, we're gonna need that for after the org parties and whatever to help clean up.
The cruise luxes, yeah. I wonder if we're gonna have to cut anyone off from cruise luxes. Oh, that's enough for you tonight, mate. Someone take his Moby glass. Don't let him access his ship. Are we gonna have the type of parties where it's like, get this man his Moby glass?
CIG, if you're watching this, put this in the game. Make it different colors. Give me a red one, please. Or just straight black, too. That'd also be really cool. This is the Consolidated Outlands, a few Origins, and some Argo. Those are the Mustangs. There's a few different variants of Mustangs. I think the only thing that they're really popular for is starter ships and racing. Not much of a racer, but I heard that they're pretty good. As far as starter ships, not terrible. Not all starter ships are not super great, but in the right hands, they're not bad. Now here's another ship that just came out not too long ago. This is the SRV, or the towing ship. So if your ship ever dies, somebody can come tow it with this thing. I think this is a very good job. There is a little cargo bay here that drops down. I remember where the button is. There it is. And just a little bit of cargo. Not too much. But I'm guessing that's where you'd store like repairing items and things like that.
Invictus might be an odd place to reveal a new vehicle type, but Origin's new G12 impressed our test squadrons by operating in a variety of hostile atmospheres and environments.
Server lag.
Pathfinder units are eager to get their hands on these new rovers.
Oh. Room for some crew. In case you brought anybody else along with you. There's the front. Not too much to it, but this is just a glorified tow truck. 5-person. We're going down. Oh, this one's new. They're just putting this one in. The Argo, well, not this particular one, but that one right there without the stuff in the back. This one is has room for a bunch of people in there. Personal transport. But they have this one that just came out for loading up and unloading, you know, like the Javelins, the Idrises, any of the cargo ships that have exterior cargo on there. So that the hull series. That's pretty cool. I think this comes standard on the Idris. And then here's just to hold some cargo in here. I don't know too much. I don't know how useful that this one's going to be, because none of these have quantum drives, so you can't quantum with them. They have to be on a ship. Maybe this one could help if like the Idris or something is landing somewhere and providing like supplies or aid or something. You can throw them in here. Help ferry them that way. Looks like that's tractor beam up top. That's pretty cool. Here is just a few of the Origin ships. I don't know why they didn't do more of the Origins. I mean, there's nothing new, but it's their luxury style of ships. So they're a little bit more expensive. I think the A90 went up to 108 million, or somewhere around there. Correct me if I'm wrong, or people.
You're wrong.
Yeah, maybe. They'll let us know. I think I'm just renting this a bunch of times and I can't actually access the ladder. There it is. I don't know. I do like these ships. They're just makes you feel all fancy when you get on them. Like it's got wine glasses in here.
You mean the essentials?
The essentials, maybe. For some people. Open this door and leave it open. So maybe some other people might benefit.
Invictus
Oh, we
launch
got the
week
toilet,
is a great opportunity to
which
see what's
will be
happening.
in game at some point in time. You'll have to use the facilities, shower,
Like to inspect
things
the
like
latest
that.
acquisition of the UEE Navy.
What they've been saying. The 325A. And this one is the 100I, I believe. Got space for some cargo in here. It's 2 SCU. Pilot seat, bed, components right there. Yeah, another nice little ship. Makes you feel fancy. In the right hands, these can be dangerous. Like the 325 is one of the better ones in the right hands. You gotta be somewhat skilled of a pilot, though. Oh, there's the 125A. Okay. Not the 100. My apologies. Now we're back to the main room with the gorgeous Polaris. If you can't tell, I am a fan. I'm a little bit obsessed. If you talk to any of my org members, they will tell you that. Super excited for it to come out. Again, I'm calling it on the 27th. They're going to surprise us with this because they shut up about it like 2 months ago, and it was going through Lot 0 exterior at the time, and I think it just passed interior white gray box. So it's close. I think one of the things that they were also kind of waiting on is replication layer and server meshing for it, just like the Idris, because that's almost done as well, it seems. We'll tour that in a little bit. But it's beautiful inside of there, what I've seen on the videos. And I'm really looking forward to the ending of Overdrive, when we can actually board it. Sadly, that got pushed off till after Invictus, but should be a good time either way. And in here we have, that's the G12, if I'm not mistaken, the ground vehicle from Origin. There's Origin. And yeah, the G12A. Combat variant. There's going to be a few of these G12s out there. I think there's 3 different variants. Transport, luxury, and militarized. Oh, another ship I'm really looking forward to. Perseus. The lore behind the Perseus is pretty great. It was out of production for a little bit, and then during the fights with the Banu, one Perseus took out, I think it was 2 capital-sized ships before it finally was taken out itself, and the leader of the Navy at the time was like, put these back into production, please. And so they did. Very heavily armored. Like, the Polaris is going to be more shields for its defense. This one is mostly armor, which makes it really great, especially with the angles, to fight the Banu, who love to use melee attacks when it comes to ships. And then this one is the Zeus Spark 2. 3 different variants of that are coming out. They just announced in 4.0. There should be the ES variant should be coming out with 4.0 here in Q3 coming up. Another ship, lots of excitement around it. It's going to be a great everyday little ship. Just enough for 1 to, I think, 4 people can crew it pretty easily. There's going to be a bounty hunting variant and a cargo variant. Then exploration, which is the ES that's coming out. They don't have their wall of guns, which I'm kind of upset about. There's like a wall of guns here before where you could just buy whichever gun you wanted. I went broke a few times just buying all that stuff. There's the Idris. Hurricanes, Gladiators, Gladius, Sabers, Crusaders. CIG, so far, 2 thumbs up on this. 10 out of 10. Now just release it, please. God, that thing's gorgeous. One final look before we go find the Idris. So beautiful.